Yes!
If you're somebody who plays the Hunter class in Destiny 2, especially in PvP, there's no doubt in my mind that your most frequently worn exotic armor is the Stomp-E5s. Even if there's some slim chance that you play a lot of PvP and don't use Stomp-E5s, it's incredibly likely that you've never used them before. Now, if you've never played Destiny 1 and one of your D1 veteran friends talked you into getting it since it's almost 6 years old and it's dirt cheap by now, you would hate to find out that Stomp-E5s and popular perks like Traction didn't exist. However, there was a pair of exotic boots in Destiny 1 that function in a vaguely reminiscent way that Stomp-E5s do. And since I haven't played Destiny 1 in a while, I didn't play the Hunter almost at all back then. I legitimately forgot that Bones of Eao even existed. I mean, seriously, I didn't even think about him until a friend of mine brought this exotic up in a party some time ago. So yeah, in this video, I want to talk to y'all about Bones of Eao, its similarity to Stomp-E5s, and if it would be a good exotic to return in Destiny 2. So, without further ado, let's get it in. Okay, so you're already aware that Bones of Eao is a pair of exotic boots for the Hunter class, but what do they do? Let's take a look. Its exotic perk is known as Not Bound by Law, and it states that it upgrades double jump with an additional jump. This sounds a bit misleading because it specifically says that it upgrades double jump with an additional jump, but it also adds an additional jump to triple jump. So, if you were to use triple jump, you would get your regular initial jump and 3 more jumps after that, bringing a grand total of jumps to 4. Bones of Eao was an amazing exotic because it was subclass neutral, meaning that blade dancers, gunslingers, and night stalkers all received the same amount of benefit from it. Its perk was so basic but so amazing because it was always useful no matter what. Even in PvE, Bones of Eao was amazing because there were a decent amount of jumper puzzles in D1, and having an extra jump was always viable. Honestly, that's pretty much it in regards to explaining what Bones of Eao could do. Now, if you're not exactly following why I compared the Bones of Eao to Stomp-E5s, I'll explain why. Some time ago, I was in an Xbox party chat with a friend, and we were reminiscing about D1. And him being a Hunter main stated he would like to see the Bones return. Even though I barely played the Hunter class in Destiny 1, I enjoyed those exotic boots just as much as anyone else because you would be crazy to not use them. But the first thing that popped into my head was Stomp-E5s. Now you're probably already aware of this, but Stomp-E5's exotic perk, Hydraulic Boosters, reads that it increases sprint speed and slide distance. Also, you receive an improvement to high jump, strafe jump, and triple jump. Unlike the description for Not Bound by Law, Hydraulic Boosters actually states that it improves all Hunter jumps, which is nice because there's really nothing else that you have to figure out. So on paper, it's no denying that Stomp-E5s does a lot more than Bones. Stomp-E5s improves your sliding distance, sprint speed, and it grants you more jump height, while Bones of Eao simply grants you an extra jump. Now, the first thing that may come to your mind is that I'm underselling the fact that Bones of Eao gives you another jump. Well, the only thing that we can do is compare the jump benefits side by side. I decided to use the Widow's Court map and some of its windows as reference points. On the left side of the screen will be Destiny 1 and the Bones of Eao, and on the right side of the screen will be Destiny 2 and Stomp-E5s. For this one, I'll be using triple jump, and as you can see, they're both pretty much identical. Even with the 4th jump that you get from Bones of Eao, it's still enabling me to barely make it to that 3rd window. Next, let's compare Destiny 1's higher jump to Destiny 2's high jump. Okay, let's be real here. You would have to be blind to not realize that Stomp-E5s is enabling me to barely reach the highest window, whereas the extra jump from Bones of Eao is giving me the same amount of jump benefit for higher jump and triple jump, despite the fact that it's 3 jumps compared to 4. So it's safe to say that the extra jump from Bones of Eao is nothing more than an extra opportunity to correct yourself. It's been a handful of times where I've seen a Hunter overcorrect a jump and almost fall off the map, but that 3rd or 4th jump from the Bones is what prevents the instance of them falling to their death. Of course, you may not get that same level of forgiveness with Stomp-E5s, but the fact that Stomp-E5s also buffs your sprint speed and slide distance, and the fact that Bones of Eao's one and only selling point and perk is that it gives you an extra jump, it literally pales in comparisons to the Stomp-E5s. So based on everything that we've established, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Stomp-E5s is leaps and bounds, no pun intended, better than Bones of Eao. I couldn't think of a single reason why anybody would want this exotic to return to Destiny 2 aside from cosmetics alone. And in that department, Bones of Eao has a decent amount going for itself, to some extent at least. Cosmetically, it's nothing more than a basic pair of boots with some Ahamkara bones grafted onto them. Of course, I like the simplistic design because it isn't too gaudy, and sometimes when a weapon or armor cosmetic is basic, it has its own special form of appeal. I could 100% see Bungie borrowing the cosmetic of Bones of Eao to be used as an ornament for Stomp-E5s, or if Stomp-E5s had an ornament that wasn't identical to Bones of Eao but looked closely enough to pay homage. In Season 10, the Doom Marchers for the Titan class were given an ornament known as the Husk Crushers, which are pretty similar to the look of Bones of Eao as well, so maybe Stomp-E5s could get something that looks like this. Once again, there's a lot of exotic armor I'd like to see return to Destiny 2, or maybe a future iteration of Destiny, but bringing back Bones of Eao would be completely pointless. Just keep this one in in Destiny 1. Well, everybody, that does it for this one. I hope that you enjoyed the video. In the comment section, tell me what exotics you would like to see return from Destiny 1 and what your current favorite Destiny 2 exotic armor is. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, do me a favor and thumb rest of that like button till it turns blue. And if you're new to my neck of the woods, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon so you don't ever miss a video of the most elite gaming content. But with that being stated, 1LHD is over and out. Y'all take it easy.